Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Stop, Look, and Listen. I'm your host, LaTroy Gardner. This week, man, we got the Motor City Music Machine. He's back on the show. Just released his third studio album, Just a Matter of Time. We got the good brother Jay Brown. Welcome to the show,
What's
Jay
up, man?
Brown.
Appreciate you having me, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, doing
That's
good.
good, brother. It's good.
Uh, all right, so I do have a bone to pick with you though, just to start off, and that's the Loverlude and the Madlude. I was
Hmm.
like, damn, it's too short. I was like, I wanted
Yeah, yeah.
more.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Had to keep you on the edge of your seats, you know?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
For
So,
sure.
all right, so yeah, just talk about Just a Matter of Time. Like I said, your third album. Like, how does it differ from the previous work?
Yeah, basically it's just I think I'm really diving in, that whole sea of love thing, on this album. I'm really like showing people a different side of me from start to finish. Because I want to go through the various stages of love. And I'm almost for certain that I captured that with this album. So I encourage everybody to check it out because if you such as myself, have been through those roller coaster effects, those fluctuation points as it relates to love, then this album's for you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so you said you went through the various stages of love. Which stage do you feel is like the easiest to spark creativity? Is it the breakups? Is it the falling in love? Is it
That's a good question. That's a hard question. I just say a combination of everything.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's so many different layers to falling in love and losing love, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly what would be the most. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a combination of everything. I gotta really think about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, for sure.
well, for sure, yeah. So like the lead single True Love, you pretty much talking about, the battlefield of love. Like, has there ever been a moment where you you were fighting for a relationship that the other person wasn't giving their all and you still was trying to keep it alive and just became exhausted? Like,
Yeah, I mean to a certain degree, not maybe once upon a time. It
hmm,
wasn't I never really experienced that with a lot of women, just one. Yeah, just one.
yeah. Was it
Yeah,
an easy choice for that to be the lead single?
I think so.
Uh,
Yeah, I would say yeah. Because it's like, all I sing about is love, the breakups, the makeups, so I just want to stay on that track, in terms of like what I strongly believe in and how love is affecting my life. I didn't want to stray away from that too much because like if you go back to my last album, The Art of Making Love, you know, love is always finding its way within like pretty much all of my music, all of my songs. So I just wanted to make sure I stayed on that track so that people would say, okay, well, he went past two albums, he was talking about love, so now he's talking about going to Disney World. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you don't want to sit up there and just
uh-huh.
throw people off versus sticking to what initially worked for you. I mean, I just said Disneyland because it's just some random stuff. Certain artists, they'll have a good flowing, career, and then they'll kind of like go away from what kind of made them known or what kind of made people like them initially. And it's
Hmm.
like, well, what happened to that? Like, why'd you go to that versus sticking to this? It's like stick to what you love to do and stick to what people enjoy listening to. So it's always gonna be about love,
Right.
always.
So there's never going to be a Jay Brown country album.
Nah, I'm straight on that. Mm-mm.
Or
Nah, no, all R&B, brother. That's it. That's all I want, and maybe some pop, but that's it.
yeah,
You
cool.
know?
All right, so I have a few favorites on the album. So
Okay.
I definitely want your take on either the process of creating it or
Yeah.
just how it makes you feel right now, like in the moment. More than just the mood.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people saying they love that one.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It's like you're more than just a mood. You make me want to stay.
Yeah. Yeah. There's more to this woman. More to her than just the physical. It could be a combination of a few things. And that's just how I am in my own personal life. It has to be more than just the physical, more than just that moment. in order for me to stay connected to you, in order for me to even, take it as far as having sex with you. Like I have to have something else there versus me just liking her for the moment. That's how you know that you're maturing and you're getting older. At least for me, because age doesn't always define maturity, but in my case, it does. So
Hmm.
there's more to getting to know a woman in terms of progression, as it relates to a relationship than just the mood. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Show me everything.
same thing. I want to see it all. Don't just show me what you want, what you expect for people to, what are my friends that say? Oh, tell me what you want to hear. Some people they'll show you a certain thing for the moment, and it's not really who they are.
Uh
I
huh.
want to know what you are, who you are, like all the intricacies of getting to know someone. Don't just give me this mask, because people have a tendency of putting on masks throughout relationships, situationships, and then only for the person to realize this isn't who I thought I was getting involved with.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's like she presented herself as an angel. She's really a devil. You never listen, listen, bro. Whatever the situation is, I just want to see it all in its entirety. I don't want to feel like I'm dealing with something that is fake, so to speak. Show me everything, the
Uh
good
huh.
and the bad.
Yeah. And I don't understand the purpose of the mask. It's like you're wasting your time as well. Not only the person you're dating. Like is 8 to 12 months of putting on this facade worth it in the long run? No, because
Yeah,
then you're just gonna go back to square one and do it to somebody else.
that's a fact. I mean, a lot of people don't, they fail to realize that. And honestly, a lot of people just probably don't care. They normalize that behavior.
Yeah.
And once you've been normalized that for so long, it's just who you are, unfortunately. And you'll never be able to kind of convince someone that, hey, maybe you should change those ways because of that. It's just who they are, man. I tell people pay close attention to patterns, Pay close. They
Hmm.
never lie, bro. They never lie.
Yeah. All right. Are you still mad? Featuring the ring.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Though, yeah, that's a dope one too. Is that one you're saying you enjoy listening to?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually, man. I'm gonna be honest. I actually wanted that one to be a single because I thought it was like a really dope duet. Yeah, that song right there. Man, people have a thing with like going to bed angry, and I always tell people, man, don't go to bed angry. Try to come to some sort of resolution,
Yeah.
and figure it out. You never know, man. Tomorrow isn't promised. And, people walk around the house every day. They've been living together for 10, 20 years, walking around mad, upset over something that was probably super insignificant. So it's just like, hey, that song states, hey, are you still mad? Was it really worth it? I need you. This is like the most insignificant argument that we could have gotten into, yet we still, based on our egos, are walking around with attitudes. It's just like let's figure out a better approach when it comes to maturity in relationships, and
Uh
just
huh.
try to figure it out, man. Versus just walking around with this chip on your shoulder, this unnecessary chip, which obviously or ultimately could lead to, you guys breaking up when all you had to do is just have a simple conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. So what? I've been married a year and a half now, and that's always a challenge.
yeah,
Trying not to go to bed mad, especially with my wife on her end, because she'll drag her anger or frustration on, and then 2 months later she'll bring it back up. Like, remember when we were arguing about this? This is why. And I'm just like, let it go. Let's just move
move
forward.
past it. Yeah,
Yep.
man. Man. Well, hopefully you guys are. Well, you're still married, so clearly you made up.
Yeah, yeah, we're good. I mean, yeah, we're great,
That was just
but
an example. Yeah, that was just an example.
just saying like how my life I can relate to the song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely want to talk about the title track because I feel like you teamed up with another one of the this generation's superstars, October London.
Yeah, yeah. That's
I,
my that's my dog, man. That's my as we say in Detroit, we refer to our boys as our dogs. So that's my dog. We definitely have a really, really close friendship. Um, it only made sense. He was on the road with the homie Maxwell. Ironically, I was just with Maxwell for the past 4 days.
hmm
In fact,
On that
I almost didn't
cruise.
make this. yeah, I almost didn't make this interview because Maxwell kept us up damn near 6 o'clock in the morning every night. But no, Maxwell's a great dude, man. I love that dude, man. But yeah, October when he was on the road with Maxwell and Jasmine Sullivan, I think it was like their last show on his birthday. He hit me up like 2 o'clock in the morning. Was like, bro, I got the perfect song for us. The song isn't finished, but I think it'll be dynamic. And I was like, shoot, let me hear it. He
Yeah.
said, oh, problem is I don't have my hard drive. I was like, oh shit. I was like, man, you don't woke me up. In my exact words, I said, man, you don't woke me up, my nigga. You ain't even you ain't even present the song, bro. What the He's like, I know, man. I'm sorry, man. I just had a little drink and it was on my mind. I was like, all right, it's all good. So the following day, he sent me what he had. I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, this is gonna probably not even probably. It's gonna be my fourth, excuse me, my fourth number one because True Love, we're like heading down that path of like a third number one.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's happening. In fact, it is going to happen. I'm gonna have my third number one with
Yeah.
this record, and
Uh-huh.
with October, it's pretty much inevitable. That's gonna be a fourth number one.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you both are pretty much cooking with gasoline right now. You know.
yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Dr. Todd McLean provides periodontal and dental implant services in 2 convenient locations. They offer over a decade of experience treating patients, and appointments can even be scheduled in the evenings, weekends, or early mornings. Give them a call in Chapel Hill at 919-537-9774 or in Durham at 919-484-8338 or visit them online at gumsandimplants.org.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm glad that you kind of took the conversation in that direction because you've had an impressive run. Of R&B chart, Billboard chart topping hits with 8 top 20 to your name.
yeah,
How do you stay consistent in a changing industry?
yeah, man. That's a great question, man. I just say prayer. All It's all God, man, because you could be here today and gone tomorrow. So, and that applies to so many different things. But as far as music, yeah, I'm just maintaining great relationships, man, while putting out music, because you need those relationships. And by relationships, I'm just referring to the people who play my music, radio and the streaming platforms. I've built relationships with these people, so it's good that not only do they enjoy my music, they enjoy me as a person. So I always tell people, make sure you treat people the right way. Those could be the same people who help revive whatever that's going on in your life or maintain whatever's going on in your life. So it's just about my relationships and putting out good music and prayer, man. Ultimately prayer.
So how do you balance that as far as poking your chest out? I'm Jay Brown. I've been killing the charts. Making sure that people recognize you and your accolades versus just moving with humility and letting your work do the talking.
I mean, it's an easy balance for me because I've always been popular since I was a kid. Like whether I played sports or whatever, like I've always been popular. Like, so it's easy for me to do. I know my resume is my resume, but I've never been those situations where I'm like, yo, I'm Jay Brown, I got X, Y, and Z. I think that's pretty corny, in the sense of like trying to use whatever it is you've obtained throughout the years to kind of get what you want or to make someone else feel bad. But that's never been my character. Like more people care about me having this success than I do. I just love
Hmm.
to do music. So when it comes to my resume, I would never in life bring that up. In fact, I told God, the moment I get like that, take it all away. Because that right there is the start of what's to come in terms of something negative. When you start putting out, I'm this, I'm that. And once you start that, man, you're heading down a path of destruction, so to
Right.
speak. So I don't
Uh-huh.
even go off of that. I just, man, just do what I love to do. If people find out I have 8 top 10s, so be it. I just want to be known for putting out great music. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it seems like it because um, is it intentional as far as I guess from a strategic standpoint, where it's like consistent hits, stay out of the social media nonsense,
Yeah.
not attempting to go viral, just letting the music speak for itself. Is that like a constructed plan or? or is like
No, it's just who I am. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, that's just who I am, bro.
Um, just a matter of time. What does that mean to you?
It could mean a few different. It's a broad title. You know,
Yeah.
it could mean whatever you want it to mean. You know, it could apply to my music. It could apply to me finding love. It could apply to, whatever. But in my situation, it's just matter of time before I find what I'm looking for in terms of that woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your go-to song on this project as far as for the bedroom?
The bedroom. Never thought about that one, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, for the bedroom, I don't think I have any bedroom songs in there.
Let's see.
Mm, yeah, nothing's coming to mind. Bedroom song. Do I have a bed? I don't have any bedroom songs in there.
Not on this one.
Nah. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think. I'm trying to figure out like what could be considered a bedroom song. I mean, it could be "Are You Still Mad?"
Uh huh.
The flow of it kind of puts you in that. I don't know, man. Like
And then
maybe,
I was gonna say, Loverlude, possibly.
but it's not long enough.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. That's why I
You know,
was telling you I
now
was
unless
mad.
you're a 3 second brother, and then you got a problem. In my
That's why.
case, I
Yeah.
can go for a good hour and a half. So
Right.
you might not want to put that one on. Watch yourself, ladies. That's funny.
Yeah. So you mentioned wanting to bring back honest conversations in R&B music.
Yeah.
What else needs to happen, you feel, to put R&B back on the mountaintop?
Um, a lot of things. That's a broad question. Um, I think that I think that labels need to start doing what's right by these artists and the streaming platforms. Because all this stuff that happens in terms of like the way they go about distributing our music, it kind of discourages artists because it's kind of like we want to do certain things this way and that way. But when it comes to the artist side of things, we're limited when it comes to like being paid correctly. But yet we want our music to be out on these platforms, but it takes the fun out of everything when you are basically being, you know, I don't want to say that. I'll just say I think it's pretty evident at this point that R&B is here now, it's back, and people need to respect it for what it's worth versus focusing on the rap, like all these trendy songs that, in their opinions, may be what's making them money. But in terms of the long term, like, or what is it doing for for the children ultimately? What is it doing for just music in general? There's no real like there's nothing that can really come out of that, man, that positive when it comes to music, man. Music is supposed to be like timeless, it's supposed to make people feel good. It's not supposed to make people feel like they want to, go pop a Molly in a corner and like, have orgies. Like how does that benefit our future? Like they have to respect the fact that people are really bringing back real music, real love, and things of substance. We're talking about things of substance that should kind of like shift what's happening currently in the state of music. But I think the focal point right now for these labels and streaming platforms, they don't even care about it. Their focal point is just to make quick money, man. So I think that needs to change in order for people to understand that real music is back and it's not here for the wrong reasons. We're trying to make a comeback for all the right reasons, for the sake of just real music, because imagine if we stay on this path for years to come in terms of putting out all this crazy shit, man, just imagine what music will turn into, you know? Imagine R&B music just dead, man, and all we hear is Sexy Red and you know, Glorilla at your family functions, because that's what it's going
Yeah.
to turn into, man. These kids, they don't care about R&B music. They really don't. Like I remember once upon a time when I was saying, "Oh, that sounds old school." I'm relatively young, but these kids nowadays kind of like, "What's that?
Uh-huh.
Love? Nah, we want to talk about popping pills and shooting people." Like what? How did we come to that, man?
Yeah.
I tell y'all, we came to it because labels no longer care. They want to push this agenda out to pollute our kids, man, to pollute our race, man, and just ultimately destroy us. Because that is what's happening. That plus social media and the algorithm and the drama and the bullshit. And where's the love, bro? What the fuck is happening out here? Can you tell me, man? I don't fucking know. I really
I'm
don't.
I'm trying. That's why I had to have you on. Continue
Yo,
to
man.
make sure R&B is alive and relevant.
Have to, bro. And I don't want to go off on a tangent. There's just so many different intricacies when it comes to music and the state of music and why music is this and that. And it's just like, I think, man, at the end of the day, they need to at least allow us to have a fair chance at like, you know, revitalizing like what once was like stood at the forefront of like music, R&B. Hip hop was there, but it was like real hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
poetry. Like, yeah, man, like what the hell? Man, I hate labels, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not all of them, but some of
Right.
them. Because
Because
it's just like, what do you go
I'll
ahead?
say like I watched the Soul Train Music Awards, and a lot of the soul has been taken out of the Soul Train Music Awards.
A
You
lot
know.
of the soul, man. What is that about, bro? No one freaking no, we know what it's about. It's about money, man, politics, an agenda. What agenda is there, or what agenda are they trying to push on us? Negativity, like it's I don't know what to call any of it anymore, man. But like you said, a lot of the soul was taken out of Soul Train for whatever reason. I think maybe because it's more political now, you know. Who knows, man? It's just a crazy situation. Eh, I digress, man. Who knows?
All right. Well, thanks for being transparent with that, telling us how you feel. But just a matter of time. Why should we um, download it, buy it, give it a listen, and where can we
Yeah,
find it? Tell us that too.
yeah. In all honesty, I believe you guys should buy it because it's real music. And if you are a fan of real R&B music, then I think undeniably this album's for you. It has all the elements from start to finish. And also, you know, I mean, it's what's been missing, in my opinion. We still have a lot of people doing it, well, enough people doing it, not a lot at this point. But with this particular album, I guarantee you, like you'll find something on there that relates to you or something that you can just listen to for God knows how long. I think it's definitely one of those albums that's people will talk about for years to come, in my
Hmm.
opinion.
All right.
And yeah, that's just what I honestly believe.
All right. My man Jay Brown. Once again, it's always good to see you winning. You know, Proud of you.
Yeah,
Um,
man, likewise, bro. I appreciate that.
oh yeah. And your Lions was winning, and the Pistons are winning. So yeah, Detroit
Yeah, I
is.
mean, yeah, Lions was winning
Yeah.
past tense, but they always have a tendency to, I don't know,
Yeah. Come up
whatever.
short. All right,
Yeah,
bro.
they're still rich, so we're trying to crawl out this barrel. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. All right. Like I said, Jay Brown, just a matter of time. You can find them on Jay Brown Music Only on Twitter and Instagram. Jay,
Everywhere.
yeah,
YouTube.
everywhere. Check them
And my
out.
Instagram. My bad, bro. My Instagram is
Go ahead.
the letter J, last name Brown, music only. Follow me. If you're an aspiring artist, hit me up with your music. I guarantee you I will download it. I'm a firm believer in supporting people, especially like someone who's like legitimately trying their best to make it somewhere. I'm all about the support. Just follow me. I'll follow you back and let's maintain a good musical relationship.
I hear that. So, Jay Brown, thank you again for your time as
Thank
always.
you, brother.
All All right. For Stop, Look, and Listen, I'm your host, LaTroy Gardner. See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.